do we have the right to invade a country? I mean, some people say we were attacked from there. That gives us the right. I would disagree, and I don't think that gives the right to overthrow and occupy a country. And if it does, it was the wrong country to invade. But that at least should have started the debate. Or am I crazy for bringing this up? I mean, do we have the right to invade and occupy a country, no matter how bad their government is?
May I ask you a question? Do you think somebody had, if somebody had invaded Rwanda before the genocide, it would have been the right thing to do?
No, not from our perspective.
A million people died.
Because you don't belong in anybody's business or helping anybody?
Not by military force.
The Afghan operation had the blessing of the United Nations back in 2001 when it happened. So, I mean, within the context of its legality and how it happened, it was very legal. Of course, the Iraqi invasion was completely illegal. But I mean, since you are posing a moral question to me, yourself and to the rest of the panel, yes. So I think I think within this context, in Kosovo, in Bosnia, the point reaches where somebody has to take some step to do something, and I always go case by case. I never say never this or never that. So that's the way I look at it.
Well, actually, that's a very good question, an excellent question. But did we have a right, actually, prior to this incident, to help, assist, aid, and militarily overthrow the government in Kabul after the Soviets retreated? I mean, first of all, we managed to send so much money and material through the Pakistani channels to the Mujahideen to overthrow that government and make it fall and then destroy the country on their own. So that's, and then so many other incidents, and American history is full of those kind of, go on and on.
Okay, good.
I see right here, and then I'm going that way. Hear me? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Hi, thank you. I don't think I really need to stand up. I'm pretty loud. My question is for John. You mentioned, and I think a couple other people have mentioned too, the benefit of negotiating with the Taliban. What about like the Haqqani network? I mean, we can't even negotiate with these people. These are people, for those of you who don't know, who we kind of helped create a long time ago, and who were supposedly fighting for us killing commies, and now they're killing us, and Afghans. So, how can we negotiate with these people? I just don't understand how we can negotiate with them.
Think of it this way. Our adversaries are in three categories. There are hardcore opponents, and I'm not going to speak specifically about the Haqqani network, because then we'd have to detain you. But there are hardcore opponents, and then there are those who are simply in the fight because they're paid to do so or they're scared. Our stipends for people fighting on our side are about half of what the Taliban can pay people. So they go where there's more pay. So there's a third. This other part is people who are in it simply for the money or out of fear because there's a lot of extortion and threat. That's also the reason. Then there's people in the middle. And those people in the middle partly have mercenary reasons and partly have ideological or nationalist reasons, as Shamsia said. And what I look at that and see is a world of opportunity. And where I want to go is, I want to hit that middle slice because I think that they can be persuaded by good ideas.
Are they causing any problems?
All the fighters come from these three groups. And if we drained away the other two groups, there wouldn't be much left except the hardcore. And the people in the other groups would be fighting with us. This is what happened in Iraq. And it amazes me how we didn't hear much about the lessons of Iraq, which was to talk to these enemies, to slice them and dice them tribe by tribe, one tribe at a time. And that's where I think they've lost their creativity. But think about it that way. There's hardcore, there's the mercenary, and then there's that interesting middle. And this is, by the way, how we parse it ourselves. And when we make decisions about who to reach out to and who not. And it's just, it's been amazing for me to see students of mine go out there, and I have to say a word for the interpreters, that they work with people who risk their lives and their families every day to make these incredible connections, and that's how you rebuild society. I want to just say a word about the ethics of the war. I think my colleagues on the panel made a very good point about the notion of going to war justly is pretty well met in Afghanistan. It certainly was not in Iraq. But in Afghanistan, you can say that was a government who allowed a terrorist group to plan and mount an assault from there against us. We did have what's called duly constituted authority from the United Nations to go in, so the cause was just, but I don't believe we have waged the war justly in recent years, because ethics also requires that you fight in a way that is not disproportionate in terms of damage you do, and maintains the immunity of non-combatants, and we have not done that. So on the ethics point, and I think it's a wonderful question that was raised, we need to consider our ethical health here. We may have gone to war justly, but we have lost our way, and if we thought more about that, we'd use more creative methods.